Hello everybody, Cooper here and welcome to a brand new series on the channel today. NBA 2K25 is the game and we're going to be playing some MyGM. I'm playing on PC, next gen or new gen or current gen, I don't know what the name is finally on PC, and so that means everything that's on PS5 and Xbox is now finally on PC, which is great, which means we can now get the fully fleshed out and brand new game mode of MyGM. It's a little bit different compared to, I think I did something on 2K23, I think, or maybe 2K24, but this is going to be a little bit different. It's a bit more of an RPG experience as far as I'm concerned, or was my understanding. But anyway, we're going to be picking the backstory of our general manager. If we have a look here, there's the X-Player option. I suppose there's 6 sort of options on the left, sort of the middle of the screen here. As you can see, each of them has sort of starting attributes that you can pick, and they all have different perks. The chat points is sort of, I'm not really I don't fully understand what the point of the chat points are. I think we're going to learn a little bit more about that down the line. But through some of the test playing that I've done, my understanding is custom is the best. You get to play around with the starting attributes a little bit more. You also get a few more bonus perks and attribute points. So that's the one we're going to be going with. In terms of the attribute points, we get 6 bonus points. So we've got offensive coaching, defensive coaching, sports medicine, business, charisma, and analytics. I'm just going to pump all of this into charisma. Since we're going to be doing a lot of trades early on, I think this is going to be important for that. So, and it's also going to help out with contract negotiations as well. In terms of the perks, we are going to increase the shop doctor. We're going to buy that little attribute there, and then for training, we're going to go to intense trainer, which is going to increase the vertical strength, hustle, and potential of players by 2. In terms of these settings here, we're just going to sort of do these settings. Nothing much to see here. It's just basically going to be baseline settings. I'm going to turn autosave off just because I prefer autosave to be off. That way, if I make a mistake or whatnot, we can always go back and reload the save file at a later point. What team are we going to be picking? I'm actually going to be not picking my favorite team. The Cleveland Cavaliers are my favorite team, but we're going to be picking the Los Angeles Lakers. There's a few sort of different storylines I want to explore with the Lakers, and I think they are going to be the most fun to pick. And here we are with our governor, team owner, Eric. I don't know how to say his surname, but he's going to say, hey, thanks for popping by. We're going to discuss some stuff with the team. We're just having a bit of a chat here. Now, there should be a little bit of a goal here. So he says, well, what do you say? Would you like to take a trip on a blue bar? Yeah, we'll take a boat trip. Sure, why not? Okay. He wants to get a top 3 pick in this year's draft. Now, we can do that. That is absolutely fine. Now, as you can see, it's sort of a bit more of the my player, my career model here, where we can actually run around in our sort of office space. Let's have a talk to LeBron. Let's see what he's up to. Grace, thanks for stopping by. Wanted to have a chat with you for a bit. I do find it quite funny that he's wearing a Jordan brand top, and the fact he's LeBron James is quite funny. I'm really digging the vibes in this team. I think we have something special here and really want to put down the roots. He's thinking of buying a really nice house in the area and really anchoring his life around here. And we both know that this is a volatile business. Am I going to still be here in a year? I would imagine so. That we're not going to trade LeBron. I can pinky promise we're not gonna trade LeBron. So I don't think there's any other conversations to be had at this point in time. We might go in here. Is JJ Redick in here? He isn't here. He's got nothing to say at the moment. JJ Redick, of course, is our head coach. We'll just have a quick scout around to see if there's anything else of note to be had. There's nobody in there. And this looks like a boardroom of sorts. And there's nobody in here. So if you go to the nav, this is sort of... Oh, look, we've got an attribute. We'll just put that into charisma again. So the modern era is the game mode that we're going to be playing in. So the FIBA tournament, which I understand is the... it's either the World Cup or the Olympics. I'm assuming it's the Olympics. And the NBA Cup was added in 2023, and the All-Star Game no longer adds up to a fixed score. That was added in 2023. LeBron James plans to retire and is eligible for a farewell tour. If you say yes, the plans to retire cannot be reversed. I'm going to say no, meaning he won't retire this season. I'm guessing that's what that means. Now, if you're familiar with sort of My League, MyGM, it's pretty stock standard at this point of what everything looks like. One thing I am going to tinker around with quickly is the staff, because I want to get some better staff, mainly staff with really good potential. As I can see that JJ Redick, our head coach, has 4.5 star potential. Everybody else's potential, not great. So I'm going to hire some staff quickly. We're going to tinker around with it, see what we can get. We're going to be signing Adam Saunders as our new assistant GM. He's got 4-star charisma, 1.5-star analytics. He hasn't got any stars in business, but I'm assuming with the high potential, that is going to increase over time. So let's sign him up. I reckon $500K for 4 years. That seems like a good deal. He has accepted that deal. AC Pickett is going to be our next CFO. He's a little bit, well, get rid of that. He is... I was thinking of going Twin Olsen, who's got the 5-star potential with only 1 star and everything else, but AC Pickett's got 3.5-star business, 2.5-star analytics, and 4.5-star potential. So I think he's going to be the one that we go with. $700K per season over 4 years. Welcome aboard, AC Pickett. And in terms of our head scout, that is going to be Jesse Forbes, 3-star charisma, 5-star potential. He's got some badges. Let's sign him up on a decent deal, $200K a season for 4 years. Lastly, there is the team doctor. I'm actually going to keep the team doctor for now because he does have 4.5-star sports medicine, which I understand is very good. And he's got a lot of badges and he's on a 3-year contract, so we may as well keep him around for now. But yes, I'm very happy with our staff that we've put together. I like the look of what we have here. But if we now have a look at the roster, we can see that we have a very interesting roster. We've obviously got LeBron James and Anthony Davis, who are sort of our two sort of big names on the roster. We've also got D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, as sort of these other starters that we have. I sort of want to build around some of the younger guys. We've obviously got Bronny James Jr., who was drafted this year as, you know, obviously LeBron James' son. Max Christie, who's been on the team for a couple of seasons now. He's got some good sort of stats, more of a 3-point shooter and perimeter defender. So he's going to be looking to be someone that we can develop as well. Jalen Hood-Schifino, who didn't really have a great rookie season, didn't play all that much. I'll be interested to see what we can sort of get for him, because I want to package some of our younger assets and sort of trade them for some bigger names. Obviously, I would like to keep Bronny and Max Christie. I really like those guys. Maxwell Lewis he's a 2nd-round pick last year. Didn't have a great rookie season. Dalton Connect only just got drafted, so we'll probably give him a bit more of an opportunity. I apologize, the menu keeps popping up. It's got to do with the motion controls, because if I press the R trigger up, it just triggers that. So I just got to keep popping that down from time to time. Jackson Hayes, I'm going to look to trade. Colin Custon, I'm not going to use, so I'm just going to release him now. Whoops. LeBron James is upset. I understood that I wasn't going to trade him, not I wasn't going to trade anybody. Well, I'm sorry, LeBron, I upset you. We'll look to talk to LeBron. We'll make him feel better. But yeah, Jackson Hayes is probably going to get traded, as will Cam Reddish. Jared Vanderbilt is probably someone that I will look to move on. I want to build our team around 3-point shooting. So, guys like D'Angelo Russell could potentially be a trade. His contract expires at the end of the year. Gabe Vincent's on a lot of money for a player that's, you know, not that great. Christian Wood, Yeah, there's a lot of guys that could be traded and will probably likely be traded at a later date. So I'm going to play around with the trade finder. We're going to try and find some trades. We might even look at free agency as well to see what deals we can put together. We don't have any salary cap room. We're in negative $47 million in cap space, largely thanks to these big salaries here. So I'm going to try and package a few salaries together. We also don't have a lot of draft picks to use either. So I'm going to try and make some trades and we will see what we can put together. We've got this deal here with D'Angelo Russell and Rui Hachimura in exchange for Cameron Thomas and Cameron Johnson. I think the two Camerons that we're going to be getting from Brooklyn is going to be a fantastic trade for us. Both of them are good shooters. Cameron Thomas can sort of play through point guard, through small forward. Cameron Johnson a bit more taller, a bit more versatile. Neither of them are particularly good defenders, but if we can spread the floor nicely for these guys, we can get plenty of shots on the perimeter, and I think we're going to be doing really well. So I'm going to try and put this trade through. The Nets are over the salary cap of $140.59 million. And they would need to do that. That is fine. We're going to add the exception. And the Brooklyn Nets have agreed to the trade, so our first trade has been done. Our moves are not done yet. Let's keep looking. Okay, I just put a trade through that I didn't think was going to go through. So we're going to have to go to the transaction report if I can find where that is. Oopsie daisy. We've actually picked up Jared Vanderbilt. Sorry, that's not right. We've traded away Jared Vanderbilt, Jalen Hood-Schifino, and Christian Wood in exchange for Nikola Jovic, Duncan Robinson, and a second-round pick, which is actually our own pick, which is now obviously back with us now. So we're getting Nikola Jovic, who is a much younger player than Jared Vanderbilt and is not as good. He's probably a better shooter than Jared Vanderbilt, but he's not really much of a shooter. He's sort of more of a he's got a lot of potential, and I see that he's going to be a good player for us sort of in the future. Duncan Robinson, his career's been a bit up and down. I think he's in his 30s now. He's a good three-point shooter, not much of a defender. Probably a trade that he's a player that we can probably include in a trade at a later date, but I think he can serve a use for us this season as a good three-point shooter. We also get a nice second-round pick, which hopefully we can bundle into a bigger sort of trade to get some more picks on our team, because we currently don't actually have that many. So anyway, that is the drill that we did. I'll have a look around. I probably don't think we'll do any more trades unless I can find something that's really enticing, but I'll see what I can come up with. Okay, we're going to be sending a few more bench players over to the Sacramento Kings, as well as 3 second-round picks, including I don't think it's the one that we got from Miami, but we're going to be sending some picks over to the Sacramento Kings in exchange for Keon Ellis and Jalen McDaniels, just a couple of bench players who are on some relatively inexpensive contracts. And we're going to be trying to get the 2029 Sacramento Kings first round pick. So that is sort of the goal of the trade, not so much the players we're going to be getting in this deal. And the Kings have accepted the deal. Very happy with this one. I think we're done. Okay, I told a little fib. We've now got one last trade that we're going to be doing. Here we've got Gabe Vincent and 3 second-round picks in exchange for Cam Christie, who is actually the younger brother of Max Christie. We're going to be doing this trade with the Clippers, as well as Terrence Mann, who's got 1 year left on his contract. He's sort of just a nice guard who's just going to come off the bench for us. Hopefully this trade will go through. The Clippers have what they would like as far as the trade is concerned. We've got our picks. I don't really want to trade any more picks. We'd like to keep those if we can. I don't think there's any more players, not LeBron. I don't think there's any other players that we can really trade. We could trade Dalton Connect, but I don't really want to. But the Clippers don't really have any picks either, to be fair. I really want Cam Christie. I think he can be like a really good sort of point guard off the bench. My understanding is he actually has very good potential. He's got an 83-point shot, good free throw, and he's got A potential, so that is quite good. He was a second round pick, much like his brother. We could go Dalton Connect here. I don't really know what to... If we're going to do this deal, I would really need to get a first round pick. We might have to do a 3-team trade here. Who has a lot of picks? I know the Wizards have a lot of second round picks. That's not really going to help us here. I wouldn't mind even if it wasn't a very good first round pick. We could do a Timberwolves first. That could be interesting. Okay, I'm getting a little bit cheeky here with this deal. We're going to be sending our 2029 first round pick, as well as 3 second round picks, plus the Clippers are going to be sending a 2026 second round pick to the Toronto Raptors in exchange for their first round pick in this year's draft. Clippers, yeah, they're not going to be doing this trade. I don't know how we're going to be doing this trade. I'm going to try and find something and I'm going to come back. Okay, I've given up on Cam Christie. I've actually got a new trade target in mind in Robert Dillingham of the Minnesota Timberwolves. We're going to be sending Gabe Vincent, Dalton Connect, and probably our 2029 first round pick to the Timberwolves. Hopefully they accept this trade. They're not interested. We might have to throw in a second first round pick. Probably the Kings pick that we just picked up. They say no to that as well. Let's try the 2 second round picks as well on top of those first round picks. The Minnesota Timberwolves have agreed to our trade. Robert Dillingham is now a Laker. Okay, the good news is we've gotten rid of all the players that we wanted to get rid of, and we found some good replacements as well. The bad news is we've only got 12 players and we need a minimum of 14 to actually start playing some games. That is where we go into where free agents. Hello, Patrick Beverley. Normally, I wouldn't go for someone like Patrick Beverley. Or do we go Ricky Rubio? I know he's retired recently, but he's a good perimeter defender. A bit of playmaking is actually something that we do need. So I might go Ricky Rubio over Patrick Beverley. We'll go 1 year minimum. He is now a Laker. What is happening here? We don't need any more guards. We need another small forward. And we only have 1 center. So we need probably another big or wing. So we might go... I'm going to bring back JaVale McGee to the Lakers. We don't really need another guard or anything. We need a backup big. He's probably not going to play. But if we go to our rotation, we finally have 14 players. So now we can build the rotation. We'll probably get into some games in the next episode. But I am very excited to build the rotation. I'll be back once we've put something together. Okay, I've put the rotation together. Dillingham's going to be the starting point guard this year. Reeves as our 2. Cam Thomas as our 3. LeBron's going to be playing the 4. Anthony Davis at the 5. Cameron Johnson's going to be the 6th man with Robinson, Jovic, Ellis, and Christie making up the rest of the rotation. And Bronny James is going to be playing a few sneaky minutes here as well. Ricky Rubio, JaVale McGee, and Jalen McDaniels not going to be getting any game time at this stage. That's not what I meant to do. But that is going to do the end of today's episode, guys. I'm not going to be playing every single game. As you can probably guess, it's a long season. 82 games plus playoffs is a long time. But we're definitely going to be playing the season opener against Minnesota. That will be next time. And then we'll sort of pick and choose how we go with what games we play. But I'm very excited. Thank you so much for watching up until this point. If you did enjoy the video, leave a like and subscribe if you wish to see more. And until next time, guys, I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys then. Bye!